the next in line for the series for the Code HS website design series. This is the HTML CSS program. We have already done the pre-test. Well, you guys did the pre-test. We've already done all of the HTML structuring websites, all those activities. And we are on to the CSS. We're going to do 3.1 to 3.5 today. Let's see what we can do. Now, guys, remember that I have that YouTube channel, The Mind of Gabs. You will see there's a playlist called Fourth Quarter Quarantine. You click on playlist, and then you can see all the videos we've made. I've done the 2.1 to 2.5 walkthroughs. I've done 2.6 to 2.10. And you can also, if you want, let's go, hold on. Anyways, if you want, you can also go to the descriptions, and then you can find the instructions for it as well, the description in this video. That takes you to the instructions. So let's go off and do the introduction to CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It lets you to change the aesthetics of your web page. Whereas the HTML builds the structure of it, the CSS beautifies it. So how do we beautify it? Okay, well, let's see what we got going on here. Let's run this code. My favorite animals is orange. We have a list right here. That list is right here. It is an unordered list. It looks like we have an internal style for all H1s in the list. It looks like we don't have a specified font size here. The assignment is to style the page so that the H1 tags are green. So let's change this to green. And that the LI tags have a font size of 18px, 18px. Pixels are not the recommended units for specifying size. But we can still do it, absolutely. Run the code. Boom. Easy enough. 3.1.1, 1.4 is done. And then let's hope it just submits and continues. Okay, we did the same thing in the chapter 2. Or unit 2, we styled this using inline styles, but more than likely we're going to be doing internal styles here. So they want the background to have a light blue. Okay, so that's easy enough. So we have the spaces for it here, and we just need to fill it out. Okay, so the body has a background color of light blue. Your job is to add a background color light yellow to the H2. Background color semicolon. It says light yellow. Light yellow. And that should be that. Okay, the background color orchid for the OL tags. That's an interesting color choice. Don't forget to close it off with a semicolon at the end. Ew, wrong one. Remember, Control C, Control V, copy paste. Right? Control copy, Control paste right there. Control C is Control copy. And then Control V is Control paste. Control X cuts it out. This one has an orchid. And this one has a font size. I shouldn't have copy and pasted that one. I got ahead of myself. Font size equal to 20px. And then they even give us a hint in this one. It says hint, use the attribute font size. Now what you could always do is click docs. Remember that this is here for every assignment, and then we are doing the CSS basics. So you can always look over here. You can look at color properties, right? Text and font would be something that you could do. Font size, font weight. Use those for references if you're getting stuck. Let's run this code. Let's check this code. Everything looks good. 3.1.6. Modify the body style to the background color this, set the font size to this. So we're just modifying two things. Alright, modify the body style and body color and font size. That would be hashtag FF all red, D1 some blue, AA more RGB, red, green, blue. So the AA has some blue in it. The D1 has some green in it, and then this is the full red, and it should look like that, but we're going to run it just in case. See what it looks like. 18px. Run the code. Endangered animals. Easy enough. Check the code. You should have at least one threatened animal. You should have at least one endangered animal. Oh, it looks like we're missing some assignments here. What are we doing? Make the page that contains an H2 header with each animal's name. Okay, so we skip some instructions. H2, endangered. Oh, I messed up there. This is animal 1 endangered. We could look up here. Give me one. Oh man. Let's do the giant sable antelope. And under each header, put an unordered list that states this. So remember, unordered list are ULs. And then each list has a list item. It should have 3 things: its name, where it lives, and if it's endangered or threatened. Its name goes here, where it lives, and is it endangered or is it threatened? I feel threatened every day by this coronavirus. Alright, let's run the code. Check the code. The third item of each list should say endangered or threatened. Well, okay then. Did I spell it wrong? You should have 12 LI tags. You should have 4 UL tags. Get out of here. You should have at least 1 endangered animal and at least 1 threatened animal. Oh my god. How many times are they going to make us do this? This is no longer CSS. This is review. So it should say scientific. If I can spell properly. Ooga booga. This one lives in Africa, if I remember right. And then endangered. Run code. Nice. Check code. 12 LI tags. 4 UL and 4 H2 tags. Ugh. Let's just do this. I'm not about this. I know what I'm doing. I know how to code it. I'm just moving on. Nice. So I wanted 4 of each with 3 list items in it. Alright, let's just go on to 3.2.5. That's the next one. Now, once again, if I go back to my courses, is it? Or is it my sections? Yeah, my sections. You can see that here is me going through it. You will look at this. You'll notice that in here we have completed these 3 exercises. Now you would have finished all of these, and you would have finished all of these, right, in order to get the 100%. But I'm just helping you guys through the exercises, and that's it. You guys can watch it and run through this and answer those questions. Alright, so we're going to select by tag, by H1s, H2s, and paragraphs. Okay, so it says use CS rules to make the text of the H1s red. Okay, so we always put that inside of the style, right? So we have to select, then we have to open up our brackets, and then we have to close off our brackets, right? So all of our H1s should have the color red. It says tags red. Okay, there's our H1 selected. We have to put it inside of the style. These are internal styles. We have to make the H2s. We select H2s. messing up here? It said it should have the text should be blue. So color blue. And then the paragraph should be orange. So paragraph, select, color, orange. Okay, let's run this code. Let's check this code. Everything works. An appliance company is trying to create a gallery to show it. You can see it's very difficult to see all the pictures at once from here. What they want is a row of thumbnail images like this. Select all of them and give them a width of 70 and a height of 70. Okay, so once again, we have to put our selectors in here. We are going to choose all images. It needs a width of 70 px and a height of 70 px. Let's run the code. Check the code. Beautiful code. Now remember, if you get stuck, you can always look at the examples that they give you. Okay, create a rule for the H1 tags to have that font color, and this should have that font color. Just copy and paste your code here. From where? Endangered. Okay, let's do this. It says we need to copy our code from our endangered list, and our endangered list was this one that we made over here. So take this, Control A, Control C, Control V. Now we have our list here. Get rid of that. Make a CSS rule to have all H1 tags. Select the H1 tags. Give them a color of hashtag 003333. And it says do the same thing for H2 tags. Put down your selector. Your property is color, text color in this case. Hashtag 162955. We should run this code and check the code and everything. Let's just run it, see what it looks like. Yeah, I guess everything's fine. Good to go. Cool. Let's go back to our CSS. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and move on. Section 3, 3.3.4. Okay, we're going to actually add a class winner to the person's winning row. And then use CSS to make that winner class Aqua. Okay. Karina is the winner. Class. Wait a second. We want that whole row right here to have the class equal to, oh, is it single quote or double quote? Hold on a second. Let's go to classes. Select by class. Class equals double quotation. Winner. There we go. See, even sometimes I need a reference every now and then. If you don't work with it every day. So now we have to select the class winner. Let's just make sure I did that right. It does say lowercase winner. To select classes, you use a dot. Dot signifies the class named winner. And it should have the background color of aqua. And it worked. Copy the code from the table of favorites exercise found here. Also know there's no styling on the current table. Your job is to use CSS to make it easier to read. Add a header class to the first row. We should have things for that class. We should have an odd row class to the odd rows and an even row class. And add this rule to your styles. Okay, bonus challenge. Okay, so we have quite a bit of stuff. So here's what we're going to do. Control C. I clicked on what was given. It says we have to add this to our head, but remember we have to put a style in here first. That's our internal style. So now I have a table. Let me make sure this is formatted properly. Cool. Okay. Add a header class. Well, first let's just define all of our styles first. Let's see. It should have a background color of olive drab. I'm looking at right here. All right. It should have a text color of white. It should have a text align of center. Okay, we've got the header class finished. We have to do an odd row class. And we are considering odd and even data rows and ignoring the header row for this purpose. Style the class so its background color is sandy brown. And then an even row class, its background color is Indian red. I thought I was going to say Indiana. My bad. But it's Indian red. Cool. Now it says that we are considering even data rows and ignoring the header row. Okay. Let's see if it has what it should look like. Nope. Okay. Alright. This table row has the class equal to header. And then it's going to be odd row, even row. Okay. Let's copy that. Let's just paste it. That's going to be even. It's going to be odd, even. Class equals even row. I hold down Control Shift in order, and then press the back arrow to do that, by the way. Oh. Let's check the code. Oh, I can't believe we got it right on our first attempt. Holy cow. When does that ever happen? Aha! Success! Oh, wow. Okay, so let's see. Add a class to the endangered or threatened list items. Add a class to the scientific name. Add a class. Add styles to the classes. Add a CSS rule for those. Make the font color for endangered red. Make the font color for threatened orange red. Make the font style for the scientific name italic. The result word should be endangered will be red. Okay, it's really not that hard. They're going to make us copy our code, of course. Let's open up that code in a new window. Control All, Control C. Control V for paste. All right, let's see. We have to, once again, add a class. In order for do class, dot class for endangered. Now, normally I would shorthand this, but this program probably is looking for very specific strings. Endangered would be the string, and endangered should have the font color follow color. There is no such thing as font color, it's just color. Red, very simple. And then dot threatened. Watch your upper cases and lower cases and your spelling. must be color orange red. And then the font style for the scientific name. We'll have the font style italic. Cool. Now we just got to give them classes. So this one right here is the class equal to scientific name. This one will have the class equal to threat. Oh my god, I did it again with the H. Threatened. Let's copy this over. Let's copy this over. Let's put it here and then endangered. There we go. Do as much as we can in as little time as possible. I'm all about it. It's a lowercase e. I knew it. And a lowercase t. Ugh. I told you, if the strings don't match exactly what they're looking for, they're going to say it was no. That means I got to go back here and change these to lowercases. Look, that was it. Just lowercase lettering. Cool. That's 3.3 done. On to 3.4. 3.4 is about IDs, I think. Let's give it the ID import. Remember, you can only have one ID per page. You can have multiple classes, like we had endangered on there like multiple times, right? But then we can only have like one ID per page. So I can't put one ID on multiple objects in like one table. That just won't happen. Cool. That's our assignment. Pick the task you think is most important. Give it the ID important. Probably feeding the dog is the most important here. So the ID is equal to important. Same process as the other one. And then give it the rule that says that IDs have the color red and font size. Now for IDs we use the hashtag ID important. Give it the color red and the font size equal to 20 px. Let's run this code and check this code. Beautiful. We are done. We are only 23 minutes in and we are almost done. Okay, add additional styles. We have classes in here. The class vegetarian actually hasn't even been changed, so what should we do? So at the menu, that the font color of the vegetarian items is sea green. Okay, so then let's make sure that the class vegetarian, why do they gotta use hard words to spell? Vegetarian, looks right, has the, what is it? Font color sea green. Okay. And the font color of the sections. What sections do you see? Section headers. Ah, the H2s are the section headers. Select the H2s and then give them the color Indian red. Excellent. So the ID is crowd favorite. Why don't we just do this? Let's copy it, and then let's just use it. So that ID should have a rule that the font is red. Color red. And it is in italic, which is font style. Okay, let's do that to the H2s. ID equals, in quotation, crowd favorite. The tomato gnocchi, yes, should have the ID new. Oh, it's new to the menu. Gnocchi's real good, especially if you make it yourself. And anything that's new, remember that's an ID. So IDs get the hashtag. Font color orange. Hey, it looks good. Check the code. Uh-oh, only one element should have the ID crowd favorite. Oh, my bad. Only one element. That's the crowd favorite. Okay, okay. I did this wrong. I understood wrong. Let's do the penne al forno as the ID. Alright, cool. What changes? Aha, okay. Just colors. That's all it is. They're just having you put IDs on different things in classes and make sure that you back it up, you know, like you put the styles inside of it, that your styles have been streamed right. So yeah. Copy over the HTML for endangered animals webpage. Thank you. I think I already have that up. You will add pictures now. Hallelujah. Have a unique border style. Okay. Under each animal's list, add a picture. Under each animal's list. Okay, so here's an animal. Let's add an image. Let's give it a source. And let's close it off. Remember, that's how you always do images. You can always do the alternate attribute, and this is what it displays. You know, it's still loading, so this is what it would display. Boom. Easy enough. Easy enough. Okay, let's just find a picture. Here's our picture. Cool. Let's get a copy image address. Put that here. Holy cow, that's a long address. Okay. Jesus. Let's put image here. Remember, they're looking for images under each. Looking for 4 total. 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so then if we run the code, we can see that I have all 4 pictures under each one. And then it says I must have a unique border style. So what I'm just going to go up here and do, and just do image. I think it's just border dash style, if I remember right. Border style. And this is why I like to use brackets, by the way, as a compiler, because brackets, if you do border style equals, it'll have a drop down menu, and it'll have like all the different styles that you can have, so you don't have to go look for different styles. Solid dotted dashed. Okay, so then let's just do border. I'm looking right here, by the way. Border style. Right there. Border style. Border style equal to, let's do dashed. Now in the future, you're going to see that you can actually choose the top, the bottom, the left, and the right of it, and then your code would actually have, if you do this inline, like 0px, 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 and you can change these. So this would now remember it's like a clock. How a clock goes this way. Okay, so it actually is going backwards for me. When I look at a clock, it goes this way. For you guys, from your perspective, like here's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to 12, right? So this is your clockwise. Now it works the same thing here. That it goes clockwise, top, right, bottom, left, right, north, east, south, west. And then you can change like the thickness of them as well. But we're not that advanced yet. But I'm just telling you. But if you see something like that, it's like a clock. It's rotating around. Check our code. Each image must have a unique border style. Okay, which means we have to give each image a unique border style. This won't work. Let's get rid of that. We should give each image its own style. So let's go back here. Style equals, remember to put quotations in there. Nice. It has a style now. I'm just going to copy and paste that. Run code. They should each have a border style. They do. Let's check the code. It's okay. Dotted. Solid. And then let's just do none on this one. Okay. How did I know to do none? I've worked with this for a long time. I know you can do none. But there's your 4 that they were looking for. Man, they're stringent, aren't they, man? Alright, last one. Look at that, 2 more. 2 more exercises, 3.5. We have a grocery list. First, create a CSS rule that says every LI tag has a font size 20. Run the code and note that difference. These do not have the same font size. Step 2, create a class named dairy and use it to make elements like milk and cheese have the font size 30. Super easy to do. So once again, let's just have this there. First thing it says is that for every list item, it should have the, what does it say? Font size of 20 px. Okay, now we have to create step 2, which says we have to give something a class, and we're going to make that class dairy. So dot dairy for class, enter button, and then have the font size equal to 30 px. That means that the class milk is a dairy, right? I hope so. And then let's just highlight that, copy it. Let's see, cheese is definitely a dairy. Run the code, check the code, submit the code. 1 left, guys. 1 left. Add a game class and an ID class. Okay, that's all we're doing. Nice! Let's run the code, see what we got. If you have never played Catan, Catan is such a good game. It's so different than Monopoly and Checkers. Oh my god. Okay, so what are we doing? Assign the game class to all game elements in your table and add the ID favorite to your favorite game. That's it. That's all we're doing. Yeah, Settlers of Catan is definitely my favorite. And then everything else should be a class. I think the last one was harder than this one. I feel like this is too easy. So we were supposed to give this one an ID and a class. Which, okay, I guess if you want. You can always change which one is your favorite. Submit, continue. And we're done with all the exercises. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully this was useful for you guys in completing the CSS section of Code HS. Other than that, guys, stay safe.